Welcome to Bite Size Green, where a healthy body, a healthy planet, and delicious food are all on the same menu. We're delighted to have chef and author Laura Stec as our guest. You've gotten involved in environmental advocacy with
many moons,
sustainable, regionally responsible food systems, it sounds.
Absolutely. One of the most positive effects we can have on the environment begins on our dinner plate. What we eat is very powerful, and in the book that we just wrote, we try to show people how they can work toward reducing global warming and end up with a better food and tastier food and healthier food too.
And that's what speaks to my stomach, better tasting food. One of the ideas that you present in the book is about eating locally, organically, and seasonally. Why is that important?
Well, certainly locally is important because they say the average food on our dinner plate travels 1,500 miles to get there.
Wow.
If we eat seasonally, it obviously can help reduce the amount of travel that our food goes through. Mm-hmm. And organic, of course, not only eliminating the pesticides and the herbicides from your body, but then from the planet. So both situations leaving us healthier food, healthier planet, healthier body.
And in California, we're very lucky to have local farmers markets where we can have access to local, seasonal, and organic food.
And when it comes to food, we want to look at food as being alive, and the fresher it is, the more energy it has. We know that because the longer food stays out, it starts to wilt and actually loses some energy. So we're going for fresh food, we're going for seasonal food, we're going for local food because it's the nearest to us, and if it's in season, then it is the freshest it's going to be, and that's what we want to take in. We want to take in that energy into our bodies.
And we have some of the produce from last Sunday's market here.
Yes, yes, yes. And, we can look at it a little bit. So broccoli romanesco is great as a cruciferous vegetable or as a weapon, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty
it's
scary.
Pretty crazy looking, isn't it? Something from another planet. But it's like a cauliflower and a broccoli. And you can cut it just like a cauliflower and broccoli. And actually, this part here, when you use the vegetable, this part that you would normally throw away is what makes great soup stock.
Ah.
So definitely don't throw this away. We want to either put this in some water and make soup stock with the stuff that we're not using, or we want to put it in the freezer and save it till we have enough.
Wonderful.
So dinosaur kale. The best thing to do with these types of greens, we've got chard, is when you're making your pasta, you can simply, in the last few minutes of cooking, you can put your greens into the pasta water, just cut them in bite-sized pieces, and put your greens into the water, and then they cook right away, and then you just put your pasta sauce over it. So people say they don't know what to do with greens, but that's an easy thing to do with it.
And they add some nice rich color.
Absolutely. Beets. Beets are always in season in California, for heaven's sakes. It's amazing. Beets are always in season. And the best way to cook them is actually to roast them in the oven. It's fast and quick. People don't like to cook beets because they think it takes too long. Mm-hmm. But I swear, beets are one of the easiest things that you can actually cook in the kitchen. You just simply put some olive oil, rub it on the beet after it's cleaned. You can put it in a glass covered container. You can wrap it up with foil. And then you just let it bake for about an hour.
And I also like what you say about Mother Nature telling us what Mother Nature says with root vegetables in the winter.
Absolutely. Well, Mother Nature gives us little hints on what to eat. And so if you want to find out what to eat, you can take the drop it on the floor test. And if it goes splat, then that means that it's a spring or a summer fruit, most like a spring or a summer vegetable, such as a tomato or strawberries or peaches, things like this. And if you drop it and it goes thud, that means that it is a winter vegetable or fall vegetable. And Mother Nature actually kind of gives us a little hint by saying that the things that grow in the fall and the winter, we actually need a little heat. A little more heat to cook them. And it's not necessarily hot heat that we need, but actually energetics of cooking, the power, the fire that goes into turning this vegetable into something that you can eat.
After the break, we will be back with chef and author Laura Stec and some of her cool cuisine. Stay with us.